the main questions I get asked is how can a young black woman be conservative? It's seen as an anathema in the US and the UK. People look at me and they look at me like I've grown 5 heads. And what I say to that is, I say that my upbringing is a massive part of what makes me a conservative. It planted the seed within me in a way, because I come from a single parent household. My dad died when I was younger, so it was my mum's responsibility to look after 2 children that she was left with. And what she did was she created a business. She created a cleaning company, the Pink Ladies Cleaning Company. And the school that she eventually sent me to, that was a really good school. It was quite funny because a lot of the kids that went there, she would actually clean their parents' houses. So I always felt quite out of place there. But the road to being a conservative wasn't one that was automatic. It wasn't a light bulb moment. I voted for Jeremy Corbyn in 2016. Yep. I was a Labour supporter. I didn't really know anything about politics, but I thought that Labour was the only political home for me, because how could I possibly, as a black woman, support the Conservative Party? It's reserved for rich white men, basically. But then I began to do my research, and that's an important part of what being a Conservative actually is. I started to look at Labour's... I started to look at Labour's policies and realised that they were absolutely nonsensical, economically illiterate, and they seemed more concerned with getting rid of Trident and what's going on everywhere else except the UK. They seem more concerned with being ruled by the EU instead of giving our parliament the power to make our own laws. They seem more concerned with treating patriotism as if it's a dirty word in the UK in 2019, and that's something that I find completely ridiculous. So, when I eventually realised that I just was not passionate about socialism, and in actual fact, I love my country. In actual fact, I do not hate white people. I do not resent white people for things that happened in the past. In actual fact, I'm treated like an equal and an individual in the UK in 2019. And that, for me, was the breakaway from the mental slavery that leftism is. And I've had a lot of hate for this. I've been called an Uncle Tom numerous times, but this just reveals the racism of the left. As a black woman, I can think any way I please, and that is the first part of actually being an individual and actually being free in 2019, being able to think any way you please, because for too long, black people have been expected to think with the left, when in reality, black people socially are very conservative. We do believe in the family, we do believe in working hard, and we do believe in ourselves instead of the government doing everything for us. So that's why I'm very excited to be a part of TPUK, because that's what it stands for. It's a new brand of conservatism for everyone, and it's inclusive, and, you know, this is only just the beginning.